All right, so I actually would recommend you doing this one lying down if you wish. If you want to stay sat up, please do, but this is a really lovely one to do lying down. I'm not going to lie down simply because you wouldn't be able to hear me very well. But I would advise lying down for this one to really surrender to the practice and really let go. I have got my blanket and I've got a pillow, just because I was feeling a bit cold and it needed some comfort too. So feel free to grab your pillows and your blankets and just find a nice lying down position, and make sure that body can stay really nice and open, really keeping your hands either side of you, and seeing if you can get your spine in full contact with whatever's underneath you. And remember, we always want to try when we begin the practice to breathe in and out through the nose and see if we can maintain that as we go, breathing optimally for the body and mind. So at this point, take a moment, if you haven't already, to gently bring your lips together. Place the tip of the tongue on the roof of the mouth and start to take some gentle, light, deep breaths in and out through your nose. And just start to notice your breath. Start to notice the natural rhythm of your breathing. Start to notice the quality of your breath in this moment. Check in. Where are you in this moment? Where are you starting this practice from? Now, you're welcome to close your eyes or just take a really soft focus. You might want to close them down whilst you're lying down. It can feel quite nice just to really go to that internal place. And don't worry, don't beat yourself up if any thoughts or feelings come up for you. That is totally normal. It's meant to happen. If your mind is flooded with thoughts and chatter as soon as you close down your eyes, it's totally fine. Allow it all to be there. But just see if you can watch those thoughts and feelings, being the observer and bringing your awareness constantly back to what is, back to the present moment, which is simply the inflow and the outflow of the breath. Noticing the rhythm, noticing the quality. Let's just take the next 2 to 3 rounds of breath together just to simply observe, just to check in. Amazing. Now, as you observe your breathing, start to notice the sensations of your body. Especially notice if you're holding any tension in your body. See if you can locate those points of tension. Can you notice where those points of tension are in your body? Remembering those points of tension are there to keep you safe. They're there as a defense mechanism. Anytime the body feels like you are in danger, whether that be imaginary or in experience, it will tense up in a readiness to run or to fight. So simply by checking in, by becoming the observer, by slowing things down, start to send that message to our bodies and minds that it's safe to relax and it's safe to breathe. We're in a safe space. So starting to breathe into whatever points of tension you may have right now. Can you give permission for that tightness to release? Can you start to let go? Perhaps imagining that tension literally dissolving, expanding, melting, letting go a little bit more with every single exhale. And notice if you start to feel any shifts in your breathing. As your breathing naturally got a little bit deeper. As your breathing started to slow down a little bit. Just notice. Never trying too hard at noticing either. Remember, we're not looking for anything. There's nothing we're supposed to be feeling right now. Anything coming up for you is perfect. Allow it all to be there. Let's take that sense of release and that sense of surrender a little bit deeper now. So as you gently inhale, I'd like you to start to tip your pubic bone forwards and upwards, tilting that pelvis under slightly, but think more of lifting the pubic bone. You might feel like you're slightly squeezing your bum just a little bit. As you exhale, I'd like you to melt all of the area around your pelvis further into whatever is underneath you. Let's do this 2 more times, following the natural rhythm of your breath, allowing that rhythm to set the pace. Inhaling, tilting that pelvic bone upwards, forwards. Exhaling, melting that pelvis a little bit further into whatever is underneath you. Inhaling, tilting forwards, upwards. Exhaling, melting, surrendering, letting go. We move on to the shoulders. This time as you inhale, can you start to lift your shoulders up towards your ears? You might feel your hands pulling the floor or the bed underneath you backwards just a little bit. Can you exhale and send your hands a little bit further away from you as your shoulders fall a little bit lower, as your back sinks a little bit more into whatever is supporting you. Again, 2 more times, lifting up those shoulders and melting them down, letting go. You might feel a gentle massage in the lower back against the bed or the floor. Last time, inhale. Exhale and fully let go of those shoulders now. Beautiful. All right, last one. This time, I'd like you to inhale and start to gently lift your chin up towards the ceiling. Be very gentle with this one. It's a subtle, subtle movement. Exhale. And as you bring your head back to that neutral position, can you allow the back of your head to sink a little bit deeper into whatever is underneath you? Let's do this 2 more times. Inhale, lift the chin. Feel the back of your head tracing the top of the floor or the bed. Exhale. Press the back of your head into whatever's underneath you. 1 more time. Gently tilting, opening the throat. Exhaling, coming back, finding a total sense of relaxation in the back of the neck, in the back of the head. And come back to your breath. From this body of total relaxation, come back to your breath and observe. Observe any shifts. Observe any difference in the quality of your breathing. You may feel your body temperature started to increase. You may feel a warmth about your body. You might feel a slight tingling in your fingers and toes, your energy receptors. I was actually informed by an incredible Tai Chi master this morning that if we hold tension in our body, often our hands and feet are cold a lot of the time because the chi, energy, whatever culture you are, whatever you like to call it, cannot get through to the tips of your fingers. It's only when we relax, when we let go, when we become open, that we can allow that full circulation to happen. And so our hands start to become invigorated, our hands and feet start to tingle from that increase in blood flow. As we continue to observe, let's just start to make that breathing a little bit gentler and send the breath a little bit deeper. Feeling an ease with your breathing. Feeling an expansiveness of the lower ribs on the inhale. And feeling a natural contraction of the lower ribs on the exhale. Inhaling, expanding. Exhaling, contracting. From here, I'd like you to imagine yourself lifting up and out of your physical body. Looking down at yourself lying in this meditative state. Taking a look around your bedroom. Breathing here for a couple of breaths and just noticing how it feels to look at yourself in a state of total surrender. Good. I'd like you to go a bit further now. Could you be on your street? Standing on your street outside your house. Perhaps even looking in through the window at yourself lying in this state of total surrender, of total freedom. Noticing how perhaps you look a little bit smaller now. Noticing how that one house is one of many houses. Start to rise a little further as you travel above your entire town or village or city. Looking down at the many houses and buildings, with all the many people that might live there. Reminding yourself that you are one of them. Still lying there in your bedroom in tiny, tiny space, in total surrender, total relaxation. Keep breathing deeply. And as you exhale, see if you can travel a little further still. What would it be like to be hovering over the entire country? Looking down at the whole of England or the whole of the UK or wherever you are in the world. Remembering that you are still lying in your bedroom that state of total surrender? Could you fathom looking at your entire country, filled with all its people, with all its houses, each with their own individual circumstances, with their own individual ideas? On your next exhale, see if you can expand a little bit more if it makes you feel comfortable. If this ever gets uncomfortable for you, simply keep breathing and keep in the visualization that works for you. But if you can, see if you can go a little bit higher. Feeling your body start to physically expand as you travel up and out, looking at the entire world. What would it be like to be above the entire planet, looking down at this thing, this rotating thing, full of so much life? Full of so many people, full of so many creatures, all with their own circumstances and ideas, all breathing, all connected in some way, all part of the same entity that is the world. What does it feel like to be outside of that, looking down on it? Notice if your body feels like it has physically started to expand slightly as you expand your vision to these ideas. To even fathom the idea of rising above the entire planet, looking down on the earth. And notice if any narratives or circumstances that are affecting you at this time in your life appear to be a little bit smaller now. Not any less significant in terms of how valid they are, but perhaps not as influential on your identity as you might have thought. When you feel ready, gently start to come back down. Coming back through the clouds, perhaps passing oceans or mountains on the way. Coming back to your town, or your village, or your city. Back to your street, back to your house, back to your bedroom, and coming back into your body. Feeling that feeling of weightlessness, of melting. Observing any shifts in sensations for the next 2 to 3 rounds of breath. Continue this light, effortless, easeful way of breathing. We're going to finish with a gentle, slow elimination of mantras. You'll get what I mean as I guide you through it, so just follow my voice. I'd like you to slowly, gently breathe in the words, be here. And exhale gently and slowly the words, right now. Do that 2 more times. Inhale, be here. Exhale, right now. Be here. Right now. This time I'd like you to inhale and mentally repeat the words, be here. And exhale the words, now. 2 more times. Inhale, be here. Exhale, now. 1 more time. This time, we inhale the word be. We exhale the word here. Inhale the word be. Exhale the word here. Inhale, be. Exhale, here. This time, and for the last time, we inhale the word be, and then we simply exhale in silence. Feeling that space, that emptiness, that openness. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, be. And exhale. One more. Taking these last few breaths to experience this state of just being. So often we can get caught up in all the words and the narratives, and there are so many words, so many things to be stimulated by, so many ideas to get caught up in, that we forget about the power of just being. And that sometimes that's when our greatest words or ideas come to us. So taking the next minute or two to finish our practice, to simply be, reminding yourself that that is always enough. Take a gentle, slow, deep breath in. And take a long, slow breath out. One more. Take a deep breath in. And take a long, slow exhale, releasing your experience. Staying with the present moment. Gently start to come back to your physical body, wiggling your fingers, bringing some movement to your toes perhaps. Starting to move in any way you feel you need to, whatever serves you in this moment. Perhaps you'd like to lie in stillness and simply become aware of your physical body once again, whatever suits you. If you'd like to come back to a seated position, start to roll onto one side and work your way back up. If you'd like to stay lying down, stay where you are and just softly blink the eyes open. If you come to a seated position, once you get there, gently bring your chin to your chest. And just really gradually in your own time, start to blink your eyes open and just take a moment just to notice where you are. Just to notice where you are after that experience. Beautiful. Thank you so much, friends.